crash, bikes flying everywhere. He beats the world record yet again, and the fans are all on their feet.
We'll continue with heat number 2. Carly McCulloch of Australia, her fellow countrywoman Stephanie Morton, silver medalist in the women's sprint. Katie Marchant of Great Britain in this one. Wai Sze Lee of Hong Kong, China. Of course, was the runner-up in this keirin competition when they took the boards of the velodrome last year in Apeldoorn in Holland. Yuka Kobayashi of Japan and Anastasia Voinova is the final member of the lineup for heat number 2. Representing Russia, there is Wai Sze Lee, the sprint champion, defeating Stephanie Morton, the eternal second for Stephanie Morton, unfortunately, at the moment in competition. But the two of them are in this heat. So they are ready to go. The starter raising the gun, indicating to the pacing bike that its journey will begin. And we work out a convenient way of identifying which of the two Australians are which from a distance. They are obliged to have a differentiation, either in clothing or bike, so that it is possible to determine which is which. For obviously the judges have to make decisions as well. It's not always possible to see the number immediately. I can tell you Carly McCulloch is the rider behind the wheel of the Derny at the moment. And immediately behind her is Stephanie Morton. It's Wai Sze Lee. I'm yet to spot any differentiation between the two riders here from Australia. Behind Wai Sze Lee is Anastasia Voinova and Katie Marchant, the Olympic bronze medalist from Rio in 2016. And at the back of the line in this one is Yuka Kobayashi of Japan. So there is a rearward view from the machine of Stephanie Morton with Wai Sze Lee behind her. That is Morton with number 99 on her back. Just ahead of her still is Carly McCulloch. 3 laps to go, so we bid adieu to the Derny, which turns left and leaves the track. So McCulloch, followed by Morton, followed by Wai Sze Lee. It's Voinova, Marchant, and Kobayashi. Wai Sze Lee conscious that the challenger will probably come over the top here. It's Marchant who's first to kick as Morton moves ahead of McCulloch. Oh, we're almost coming together there between McCulloch and Katie Marchant of Great Britain. You can see how close they are riding together. Here they come around with 2 laps still to go. The bell-less time on the line, and it is Stephanie Morton leading this round. McCulloch still in second place. Wai Sze Lee trying to get through. Remember, the first 4 go into the next round. It is Stephanie Morton on the front. The rider who beat her in the sprint is coming around the outside at great speed. Wai Sze Lee of Hong Kong, China. Will she get better than McCulloch on the line? Yes, she will. Wai Sze Lee gets second. Carly McCulloch third, and Anastasia Voinova in 4th place across the line. So Morton is your winner. Wai Sze Lee second place, leaning on the shoulder of her coach. And at the bottom of the line is Wai Sze Lee, the winner of the gold medal in the women's sprint competition. And she was last year the runner-up in this women's competition, finishing in the silver medal position behind Nikki de Grandella in the women's keirin final. So the top 3 riders from this heat will go into the final for the gold, silver and bronze medals. The losing 3 will go into the minor final for places 7 through to 12. There we go. Wai Sze Lee has the back wheel of the Derny, de Grandella behind her. As we were mentioning earlier in our commentary, not had the smoothest progress through into these World Championships, Nikki de Grandella. She didn't shine necessarily in the World Cup keirins that she rode during the season. So she'll be hoping that the form is with her here in this opportunity to take a world title. And of course to successfully defend the win from 12 months ago in Apeldoorn.
So it's a really dangerous position for Tricky Gendele, because to have a sprint champion in the front and then Carly McCulloch and Marcelo Gross and Emilio Cotrita, what will happen? Donny goes out and these are going in front, so it's gonna be a hard position for her, because then she's at the back of the bunch, so she has to be accurate and have to do something for her position.
Yep, you've got the top 3 from last year. in this race. So if they're the first 3 across the line, they'll renew the battle. But making a move forward here is Carly McCulloch of Australia, coming from back down the line. De Grandella, the defending champion, is in second wheel now. McCulloch of Australia on the front. Then it's De Grandella. Here comes Wai Sze Lee of Hong Kong, China. Mathilde Gross of France moves alongside. Simona Krupa-Skaita has left her move till late in the game. Now she starts to move around the outside. But coming to the front of the race is the world champion from last year. She's on the front with a lap to go. Nikki De Grandella now overhauled by Wai Sze Lee of Hong Kong, China. It looks as though De Grandella may have gone too early though, because Madeleine Gobbi, she's at the back, but Mathilde Gross is coming forward into second place here, just the first 3 to go through. Wai Sze Lee of Hong Kong, China is going to get there ahead of Mathilde Gross second. Nikki De Grandella, oh, she just made it by the skin of her teeth. It looks as though she was going backwards rather rapidly, but credit there, I think, to Nikki De Grandella. She fought really hard for that one, and across the line in third place. That will give her a berth in the final for the women's keirin. But she had to fight ever so hard for it. Wai Sze Lee, Mathilde Gross, Nikki De Grandella, the top 3 from that one. And, well, Wai Sze Lee, of course, already winner of the sprint, looking to do the double.
Looking to do the double. But yeah, next week we'll see how good Stephanie Morton is. But the gap between Mathilde Gross and in the front, there are no crashes, so better go for the front.
Yeah, it's always good to stay out of trouble, and that's exactly what she has done. So we're going to look down now on the start list for the major final. 2 riders from Australia involved in this one, Carly McCulloch and Stephanie Morton. Stephanie Morton looking for that elusive gold medal. For the Netherlands, we have Shani Bres-Penix. For Russian Federation, Daria Shmileva. For France, Mathilde Gross, European champion for keirin. And the 2 Australians we've already introduced for you. That is the lineup. This is going to be an intriguing final indeed. Christina, I'm going to put you on the spot one final time. Who do you think will come out as the gold medal winner in this women's keirin final?
Before, I would say Stephanie Morton, but she took the first position, so she really liked it to go from the front, but I hopefully not that she tried to make 3 laps from the front. It could be too long, because directly after her there are Mathilde and Sarah Wai Sze Lee, and they could wait for that moment that it's going to be just too long for Stephanie.
So there's Shani Bres-Penix, the other rider, of course, who is the real favourite here. Already won the sprint, Wai Sze Lee of Hong Kong, China. There's Carly McCulloch of Australia. So a double opportunity for the Australians. There is Wai Sze Lee in great form, of course, winning that sprint title already. Mathilde Gross, the European champion, bronze medal in the sprint here. And Stephanie Morton, silver medalist once again in the sprint, who will be the rider who takes position behind the wheel of the Derny to get this underway. 6 laps of the track to decide who is going to be the women's keirin world champion for 2019. A hush descends over the velodrome. You can't even hear the approach of the electric Derny. It's here now. And Stephanie Morton takes up position on its wheel. Mathilde Gross into second place, Wai Sze Lee. And we've got Carly McCulloch, Shani Bres-Penix, and bringing up the rear here, Daria Shmileva. Pace will gradually increase lap by lap until Derny leaves the track and the riders are left to fight it out over the closing lap. Daria Shmileva here for Russian Federation, fought her way through all the rounds of this competition. Hoping that she can perform here. She is the rider who finished in the bronze medal position of the European keirin titles in Glasgow last year. And Mathilde Gross, as we mentioned, was the winner of that same race. So both of them have met before in a keirin relatively recently, back in August of last year. Stephanie Morton, she was so hopeful that she might have got the gold medal in the sprint, but denied that by the rider in third place in the line here, Wai Sze Lee of Hong Kong, China. Wai Sze Lee was the runner-up in the keirin last year to Nikki De Grandella, so all kinds of scores to be settled amongst the riders here as the pacer leaves the track. And Shani Brass-Pennick starts to make a move from the back. It's Stephanie Morton just ahead of Matilda Gross as they come around with 2 laps to go. Gross decides she wants the front of this race. Morton down to second. Wai Sze Lee needs to start to make a move. Doesn't want to get boxed in by Shani Brass-Pennick to go down the back straight. Gross is here still on the front. And once again, Morton starts to move forward. Stephanie Morton looking for a gold medal. They come through the line with 1 lap to go. Wai Sze Lee of Hong Kong, China begins to draw level with the rider from Australia, Stephanie Morton. This is once again going to be a world title for Wai Sze Lee of Hong Kong, China. Across the line she goes. Wai Sze Lee is the winner. Carly McCulloch is in second place for Australia. Daria Shmileva finishes third for Russian Federation. Well, Stephanie Morton out of the medals, unfortunately, in 4th place, ahead of Shani Brass-Pennick and Matilda Gross, who finishes in 6th. But there you see that mile-wide smile lit up once again for Wai Sze Lee.
It gives the best slipstream, the best back wheel for Sarah, and she's rated. When's the best time for her, so she overtake and take then 2 other girls from the back wheel with her, so that's the reason why Stephanie didn't earn a medal.
So here's the view from the approach of Wai Sze Lee as she makes her attack. Morton beginning to fade. Here comes Carly McCulloch around the outside, and Shmileva in 3rd place as they come towards the line. Matilda Gross has spent force as well. So it's Wai Sze Lee, Carly McCulloch, Daria Shmileva, the order across the line. And yes, it is another medal for Australia to maintain their challenge along with the Netherlands at the top of the medal table. But double world champion is Wai Sze Lee of Hong Kong, China. Winner of the women's sprint, winner of the women's keirin, and shortly to receive her medals. Well, her medal for the keirin. She's already got the sprint one, of course. And she's also got the Hong Kong China flag. And will be, well, the crowd here applauding as you would expect for a world title. Carly McCulloch, Daria Shmileva, Stephanie Morton, Shani Brass-Pennick and Matilda Gross, the order in the final race of what has been an incredible 5 days of racing here at the 2019 UCI Track Cycling World Championships here in Pruszków in Poland. There is the full standings, the whole classification of the women's keirin competition. Wai Sze Lee tops the table. It's a gold medal for her. Carly McCulloch gets silver for Australia. Daria Shmileva gets the bronze for Russian Federation. Relegated or warned for their conduct, but I think at the end of that one, Christina, we could say that that's a very worthy winner of the women's keirin title, and her smile says it all.
Yeah, we both always have that much revenge, so it's nice. It's really
so
nice.
We go down to track centre rather quickly for a interview as we come up to our next medal ceremony.
Sarah, what a win, what a victory here today. It looks like you just don't believe it. You can't believe it.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, and I thought I can do it, but if it becomes the truth, and the feeling is so wonderful.
How hard was this final race? How hard was it?
I know I have good form, and then I just keep control, and then at last I spin out. So just try my best, and then I did it.
You've been chasing this rainbow jersey for years and years, and here you are with 2 medals in 3 days here in Pruszków.
Yeah, everyone have their chance, and I really hope my form can keep until the keep to Olympics.
Definitely. Thank you very much, and congratulations. Well deserved. Thank you.
A rider who first came to our attention, of course, at the London Olympics back in 2012. And with the form we've seen over the last 5 days at these World Championships, I'm sure that she'll be a force to be reckoned with in the sprint events in Tokyo in 2020. So high time that we bring our victorious riders in the women's keirin onto the presentation podium to receive their medals, our final medal ceremony of these 2019 World Championships.
The medals and the UCI World Champion jersey will be presented by Amarjit Darsan Singh, member of the UCI Management Committee.
Amrit Darshan Singh, member of the UCI Management Committee, the presenter of the medals and the jerseys on this occasion. And to receive the bronze medal, there'll be a cheer from the Russian contingent here because they have taken the bronze medal in the women's keirin for Daria Shmelaeva.
In second place and winner of the silver medal, Carly
Silver medal, another medal for Australia, this time for Carly McCulloch, silver medal winner in the women's keirin.
World champion and winner of the gold medal.
And so to
Wai Sze
the world
Lee
champion,
from Hong
her
Kong.
second world title of this event, the women's keirin champion from Hong Kong, China, Wai Sze Lee. So 2 rainbow jerseys, 2 gold medals to take home from Poland for Wai Sze Lee. We saw her honing her final form in her home round of the World Cup, the last round of the World Cup in Hong Kong, China, just less than a month ago. And here she is once again on the top step of a World Championship podium.
Will be presented by Mr. Konrad Ulanicki, president of the Pruskov Arena.
So the president of the Pruskov Arena, our hosts here for the last 5 days, will present the prizes to the medal winners, starting with bronze medal, Daria Shmelaeva, with the Polish eagle clutched firmly in her hand. Second place and silver medal, of course, Carly McCulloch. And here is a presentation to our gold medal winner and world champion, receiving in addition to the flowers and the mascot, the Tissot watch. The world champion from Hong Kong, China, is Wai Sze Lee. Here is the national anthem
of Hong Kong.
Hong Kongu.
So the final gold medal of the 2019 UCI Track Cycling World Championships, taken by Wai Sze Lee of Hong Kong, China, in the women's keirin. Well, Hong Kong, China, let me tell you, have propelled themselves up the medal standings with 2 great gold medals, of course, for Wai Sze Lee. Netherlands and Australia also dominant forces over the last 5 days. So the final photo opportunities before the riders have a well-earned rest. And then, of course, they'll start thinking about next year's track racing season. The World Cups begin at the beginning of November next year in Minsk.